Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi. This is going to be the best talk ever. Hi, my name is Brad. I handwrote my slides this morning so you guys would know that I'm a real person and that I really care about you as persons, and I wanted this to be the human touch. So it's more powerful than PowerPoint. It's human. Point. I should have practiced. I'm really happy to be here, and I do want this to be worth your time because this is a room full of the most brilliant minds that Nashville has ever created. And like if Tennessee, if the United States were a Twinkie, this room would be the cream filling. So I want this to be so good. So all good presentations start with a story, an awesome story. So a really awesome story for you this morning. Once upon a time, there was a group of people who came to this thing that was called Creative Mornings, and they were the most vibrant, vivid humans that had ever existed. Not only were they fueled by joy and passion, but coffee. And in front of them was a pale human being that they had never heard of. But they were nice to him. They had heard of something that this pale human being had created called Kid President. This is a little web series that he and his little brother-in-law created, and they posted online. It was just a little family project to make the internet a little happier. In a time when people were posting Facebook statuses in all caps and just shouting, we decided we were going to put a few videos online with no agenda other than they were happy. So it's just this hand grenade of happiness we threw online and just waited to see what would happen. And a lot of stuff happened. This is our story.
I don't know it all, but I know a few things. It's time to be more awesome. All right, Williams.
Wilson.
I can't Beyonce. It was magical. Oh.
Hurry, Kid President.
I weigh 61 pounds. That's why I'm so heavy. The world will be more awesome if...
Every interview was as good as this one with Kid President.
What's this called?
The pencil sharpener.
I like it.
Treat everybody like it's their birthday. This is nice, people. You got air coming through your nose. You got heartbeat. That means it's time to do something. Science. You hear? You take up space, you matter. Am I getting everybody? Am I getting everybody? What do you think, Big Columbus?
Fantastic.
Let's change the future. Create something that will make the world awesome.
I could have never dreamed that my greatest collaborator and best friend would be 11 years old. But it's been the best. My wife and I are very passionate about helping kids help people. And especially like helping kids and grown-ups work together to help people. It's so exciting, and the effect of what can happen is incredible. I also really love the idea that if everybody in the world could just stop and listen to a kid today, we would all live a little differently. And whether that kid is right in front of us or it's a kid that's actually inside of each of us, something really powerful could happen. And so we created these videos and they started to connect with people, but then like a lot happened beyond that. Like we couldn't even dream or fathom or strategize for this to happen. We just said, okay, let's navigate this in the best way as a family that can help the most people. And so that's what we've been working towards. And today I really struggled because I want to share something of value to you all. And you're all really, you're very intelligent, and you guys you've got so much figured out that I don't know what I could add to your day today. So I just want to do for you what we try to do online. It's this little pep talks. So today I just want to give you all a pep talk for the creative people in this room and of the world that you guys can create things that make the world more awesome. So I titled this My Creative Mornings Talk. But then I was like, that's a bunch of creative people, man. You can't do that. So I added an addendum that, or how I learned to stop worrying and love the internet. But then that was just dumb. So my real title is Chance, Chicken Nuggets, and Changing the World. But if you don't like that one, then my other is Airbud 17. It's amazing. He does so many sports. But what's even more amazing is they keep making these movies. There's so many of them. You could learn a lot. But then I just decided Chance, Chicken Nuggets, and Changing the World was more in my wheelhouse. So, I want to give you just share a few things with you. I want to first tell you that you have everything you need right now to do something that makes the world more awesome. And for me, I always felt like I don't have enough clout. I don't have enough power. I don't have enough funds. I don't have enough skin tone. I don't have, like, I'm very pale. I don't have enough of whatever. I grew up in a town about the size of this room. Our family lives in a town about the size of this room. The odds of us ending up in a White House is like, just boggles the mind. But yet, the first thing I want you to know is just take a chance with what you have, whether it's cardboard string and duct tape, a whole lot of heart, or if it happens to be chicken nuggets. I want to share this little piece of our adventure. We got to go, we've been able to be in some incredible rooms like this one, but also incredible rooms where the Queen, Beyonce, is in. And that was this amazing moment, and we got to be in there, and there's like all this security, more security to meet her than to meet the President of the United States, which is a little troubling. And all of this just to meet Beyonce. And we get in this room with her, and we get to Robbie kisses Beyonce. He's very proud of that, and he proclaims that to the world. We got to do all of this, and what I think a lot of people don't realize is it wasn't because we had a really like sleazy manager guy who's like, hey, Beyonce, like, I guess that's what managers do. But this is what happened. So we just said, you know, it would be cool if we did a video with Beyonce. And Robbie's like, that would be very cool. And so let's send her a video. So we got some dinosaur chicken nuggets, and we filmed him just sharing, you know, hey, this is what it might be like if we did a video. So one of these chicken nuggets is Kid President, and one is Beyonce, and so we just filmed him playing.
Oh, hi, I'm Beyonce. Hi. I'm Kid President. It's so cool we're in the video together. I know. I've been waiting for you to ask me, Kid President. So ways to make the world.
Then there's like lots of dinosaur kissing and stuff. So I go on Beyonce's website. She has a website. She's Beyonce, right? And then on the contact, I just like contacted every person I could find and then said, hey, we made a video, and sent it to them. And then we got a response back like, we've got to do this. And this happened. And we couldn't believe it. And so then we were working on a project with the United Nations, and they're like, how did you get this to happen with Beyonce? We've been trying to reach our people for months. And I was like, well, I bought some chicken nuggets. And this happened. But take a chance with what you have. Because whatever you have, if it's filled with love, it's got a lot of magic in it. And more than you could ever imagine will happen. Kid President's Can Phone has connected to people all over the world, best-selling authors, 8-year-olds who've started nonprofits, to the President of the United States. And most recently, they did a video with the First Lady. And there's no magic in that can and string other than people behind it desperately want to connect. And it leads to some really special places like the White House, as I mentioned. And even though these amazing things happen, we're not always prepared for what will happen. When we ended up in the White House, we were just totally taken by surprise. And when I get nervous, I just sort of shut down and I can't think. And I was just sitting there. We're waiting to go in to see the president. And Robbie at the time was 9. And so he just like couldn't stop moving. So he's standing in his chair, hanging upside down. And I'm going, stop, don't do that. And then I look over and he's licking the walls of the White House. Like literally just going and licking it. And I'm mortified. And a Secret Service agent steps in the window, and I could see like a crack, a smile on his face, and he says to us, and I could tell like the cogs in his brain are going like, I've never said this sentence. Sir, could you please not lick the walls of the White House? I guess I just want to tell you to make something. And make it full of love. And if you do that, something really special will happen. And it's, as much as I've been anxious about putting anything online and doing whatever, it's just like, I've just said, we're just going to do this. And the more we did it, the more good it happened. And in taking a chance, it's not just taking a chance with what you have, it's taking a chance on your heart. As we started to make these videos, we began to be able to have some really fun people involved with them. But I was feeling sort of down because I just needed some encouragement as a person. It's hard to be a person sometimes. And a tree had fallen on our house, and my son had just been born, which was really wonderful and great, but we weren't sleeping. And I was trying to put out YouTube video week after week that was fun and joyful, but I myself was running out of joy and steam. So I needed a pep talk. So I wrote a pep talk. And we went out, and Robbie and I, we filmed this little video. And it was one of our first videos that had no celebrity guests. It was filmed very different from everything, and I just thought, this is just for us. Like, this is just for the people who followed us up to now. We're just going to post this little thing and just tell them thank you and say the things that we ourselves need to hear. And so we posted a video online that was a pep talk to people. And what turns out is that we weren't the only ones who needed that pep talk, but that people, when they heard things like, don't stop believing, unless you're dreaming stupid. I thought that was silly. I thought, okay, that's funny. And then the responses started being like, thank you so much for that video, I quit my job. And that just kept happening. And people were like, oh, this video was really great. Like, we're doing all this, and my family, we're going to travel across the country, or we're going to do this, or we started this initiative. And I was like, oh, like, people just needed somebody to love them. And in a little bitty 2.5-minute video, I could have never dreamed that would be possible. Several million views later, we found ourselves in lots of different places, in front of lots of different people. And as a family, we sort of had to figure out, how are we going to navigate this in a way that's healthy for us? Like, what will we say yes to? What will we say no to? And we just paused and said, well, what's the story we want to tell? Because traditionally, the story that a little kid becoming famous on the internet, those don't end well. Yeah. And we're like, we know what we don't want to do. So we then said, well, what's the story we do want to tell? It's the one that we as a family have been trying to. So we decided we're just going to keep making things out of love, that love people, and just take a chance on our heart. And it's led to some interesting things. At the same time, as many people have been inspired, like, there's a few things that I want to encourage you to do, is that sometimes a lot of people won't fully embrace what you're doing. And I want to tell you to take a chance and hug the haters. Because haters are going to hate, the huggers are going to hug. We have this thing that if people online, you know, whoever said you're your own worst critic never posted a YouTube video. Like, they never posted anything online. Because people have I don't know what we as people did with our opinions before the internet, like where we put them, but we've just decided we're going to just put them everywhere now. And so sometimes people will say things online, like on Twitter, a lot of times somebody will, like, he's mad, this dude's like mad, his girlfriend really loves Kid President videos, so he's like, I hate Kid President. So, that's really not nice. So I'll respond as Kid President, we love you, have a great day. And they respond, what? And then I respond, no, really, we love you, have a great day. This isn't really Kid President. So then we got a picture of Robbie and I holding corn dogs saying, we love you, Tim. And we posted it. Now this guy, his name's Tim, and this is this long thing. All his friends started chiming in, being like, come on, Tim, like, why are you doing this? And it soon feels bad. Now he's one of our biggest fans. And Tim, I know you're going to watch this. We love you. But instead of like feeding the internet trolls, we just hug them. And wonderful things happen because, like, we've decided that things in our videos, if we say them, we truly have to live them. So treat everybody like it's their birthday is this thing I learned from my grandmother. Like, if you're gonna, like, treat somebody, it's our way of, like, this is like the best way to treat people when you're a kid. Is like, if it's their birthday, it's like they're, you know, I'm not going to hit them that day. A little bit of grace. But if it's like, treat everybody like it's their birthday, even if they are a troll, then at some point, somehow, somebody loved that troll. So you can too. Just treat them like somebody loves them. So that's what we've worked to do, and it's built this community online where anytime something happens, our audience responds so great, where they just respond in a fun way, and it's this big party. So take a chance on how awesome people can be. We've built this community online of people who feel like they're part of something that's not just like everything else. We call what we do, my wife and I have always called our work a joyful rebellion. Typically, rebellions are fueled by anger. They're upset at how things are. There's a political thing, or they get so mad they want to rebel, so they blow up a Death Star or throw tea in a river or whatever. But a rebellion that's fueled by joy, it's fueled by, a joyful rebellion is fueled by this incredible vision of how great things could be. And as creative people, you have this vision for how things could be. And even though they may be one way now, we can joyfully rebel against that and really do something extraordinary. And so we take the chance on how awesome people can be and invite them into a joyful rebellion. So we said, we want to make the internet brighter. So one of the first things we did is we said, let's have a big dance party online. So send us your videos of you dancing. So people all over the world jumped in and sent us videos of them dancing. Like they just took time and said, we're going to dance. There's even one underwater, like this guy. Families got involved, businesses, entire schools. Like when we got that, just, what in the world? Like, people are actually doing what we say. So we were like, well, what about, what else is contagious? The internet's all about like viral stuff, but what else is contagious? And so we're like, laughter. What if we could just have people send us videos of them laughing? So they did. I don't know if you remember a time when having things dropped on you was hilarious. But then in passing, in one of our videos, there's this thing I did in college where, this probably doesn't happen on any college campuses anymore, ever, but I had a box mate, like my mailbox I shared with another person. And I think that's legal, but in school I did that. And so I had a box mate, I didn't quite know her, but I knew that she wasn't receiving much mail, so I just started putting corn dogs in her mailbox. And it was like, hey, it's a slow mail day, here's a corn dog. And so she started putting, like, that was so weird, I'm sure. So she started putting, like, tacos in the mailbox. And it turned into this thing, and like, then it turned into where, like, lots of people on campus were mailing corn dogs. So I told Robbie the story, and he thought that was just really great. So one time we're filming a video, and we're talking about just challenging people to make this day awesome for somebody else. So he just said, mail your friend a corn dog! And people did it. It went nuts. So people started sending us pictures of them holding up corn dogs they received in the mail. It was so gross. And entire schools got involved. But then we were like, okay, like, we gotta turn this around. So we just said, like, instead of mailing it, just hand it to someone and clarify the rules. I didn't want, like, this could get bad. Or like, if we can start a corn dog revolution and something that's super dumb, what if like we did something really cool? What if we could activate our community to genuinely do some good? So we decided a few years back, I started this thing called Socktober, and it's just this little idea of how can I, in a fun way, activate our community to help the homeless. And so it's just like the first few years, it was just our like community, schools, some churches got involved. But then with Kid President, we just challenged the audience to do this. The goal was to do something to help the homeless in your neighborhood as they prepare for winter. They need basic things like socks. They also need other things. But at the very least, all we're asking is that you learn someone who's homeless, you learn their name. And so last year our goal was 1 million people, and our audience didn't let us down.
So first graders at Van Horn Elementary School are collecting socks during the month of October, which has now been dubbed Socktober. The kids got the idea from a popular video series called Kid President.
This is crazy! We're collecting socks to help the homeless. Happy Socktober! Hi, Kid President. Mom and I just packed a box for the shelter.
Did you know it's Socktober?
The world is changed by little people like me and you.
Here's some socks for you. It's gonna get cold soon. You can use it. Winter's coming up, so I think you can use some socks to keep your feet warm.
Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thanks for the inspiration. Bye. Lots of people come together.
That was last year, and this year we saw a triple. We saw Socktober drives happen in every single state, on every continent, in languages I don't understand, where October and socks don't. People did it. And we saw like kids give up their birthdays and instead ask for socks. It's incredible. And to see that happen is just this reminder that when you invite people into a joyful rebellion, into a party, they want to be part of that. And sometimes it's easy to feel alone or feel like, I don't know if I have what it takes to do this. I think if it's filled with joy and filled with love, it connects. And you invite people to the party and then they'll show up. And when you take a chance, I've learned to take a chance on people because people took a chance on me. And I think this is true not just of myself, but definitely of each one of you. Like, I'm in this room today because at some point, somebody thought my story was important. They took the time to listen to me in the same way that I've been working to take time to listen to Robbie and listen to the kids of the world, listen to teachers. There are people who took the time to listen to me. I don't know who that was for you. I don't know who it was that paused and said, I believe in your creativity. I believe in the power you have to make something that could make the world awesome. For me, it was my 4th grade teacher, in addition to my parents. I don't know if this picture proves this or not, but I wasn't the coolest. Those shorts did not bring the ladies to the yard. Okay. But I was a quiet kid who liked to draw and liked to make up stories and liked to develop little worlds inside my head and write songs about cats. And my teacher, instead of seeing the doodles on my page and being like, what are you doing? Like, that's terrible. Instead, she saw what I made and she told me that it had something special about it. So special, in fact, that she said, you know, you should really package this and send it to Disney. It's like, no, what? It's like, no, you should send these. These are really wonderful drawings and stories. And so I was so empowered by that. I went home and got a tape recorder and recorded me telling stories and doing voices and making up sequels for Disney movies and stuff. And I did all these drawings and wrote a letter, and she helped me get this in the mail to the Disney company. And I never would have done that. I never would have even thought that would be a thing that a little kid in a small town in West Tennessee could do. Shout out to Somerville. But what's amazing is that so a few months later, forgot we had done this, and I got a letter in the mail, and the return address was the Walt Disney feature animation. And I'm in 4th grade. I'm the one who got the mail that day. I don't think I ran back to my house from the mailbox. I'm pretty sure I floated. And I ran inside. I was shaking with excitement. I was like, Mom, the words. She's like, what's wrong? And we opened this letter, and inside was this letter from Walt Disney Feature Animation that said, we legally cannot accept submissions from outside sources. I died. I was like, this is the best! They loved it! I was so validated that they would break up with me that way. But in addition to that, there was, however, I'm pretty sure that some intern or someone whose job was to respond to kids like me, who's 4th grade teachers, I told them their work was good enough. In the corner there was this, and it's really cool. P.S. Thanks for making our day. Keep sharing your voice. And they didn't have to do that. My 4th grade teacher didn't have to say that to me. My mom and dad didn't have to say that to me. The people who grew up around me didn't have to say that to me, but they did. And I feel it is my duty to say that to kids today, to you today, to all of us. Make someone's day. Share your voice. There's power in your voice. And it was in the same way that that little 4th grade kid had some sort of power in his voice. Those grown-ups are the ones who really had the power and to speak those words into my life. So even now, as a grown man and dad, I think back to that little moment when I was in 4th grade and drawing and creating little worlds, and someone believed in me. So last month when this happened, and I met Grover from the Muppets, I thought of my 4th grade teacher. And I sent her a little message just to say thanks for letting moments like this happen. So I hope that this morning, wherever you're at in your creative journey, I hope that you can remember that you are powerful. And you're like, no, not me. Yes, you. You are powerful, and there's something incredible within you that you can create, and you have exactly what you need right where you are to make something wonderful. Say no to regret, and yes to taking a chance. I think that you all can be relentlessly creative, relentlessly generous. And in your generosity, you're going to be able to gift people joy, gift people possibilities, gift people something different than they currently have. Your great work could make the world greater. One of the things that we say often in Kid President videos is it's everybody's duty to give the world a reason to dance. I'm reminded of this because Robbie, who is my little brother-in-law who plays Kid President, he does this for me. Many people don't know this about him, it's just part of who he is. He has osteogenesis imperfecta, otherwise known as brittle bone disease. It's a bone condition in which just a normal kid, except his bones break. At the age of 11 now, he's had over 70 breaks, several major surgeries, and yet has always had a spirit of he's unstoppable. And I remember this moment here. He's in this. You can't quite see. It's dark. He's in a cast. It's called spica cast, but that doesn't allow movement, so it's close to a body cast in a way. But you can see he's there. He's on a rolly thing. That's the only way he could move around the house. And there's no hint of sadness on that face. There's another time he was so up in a bed he couldn't move anything except his fingers and his head. And I went in to visit him at the hospital after he had this procedure. And I was thinking like it'd be tough and make him feel good. And he was there just going... If he can find a reason to dance, so can I. And I think we come up with all sorts of excuses of why we're not going to dance. Like, I'm not going to do this. It's everybody's duty to give the world a reason. And sometimes we have to be reminded. And when you truly do great work, you remind people why it's worth dancing. I want to close with a story that, but first I'd like to read you a poem. This is a poem that I wrote and that Robbie and I have gotten to read in lots of different places. And recently we were able to stand in front of, this was the anniversary of the fall of the Berlin Wall, and we had to stand in front of a piece of the Berlin Wall, and this poem was read there, and it's going to be read here too. So that any walls of whatever is in your life, I hope it can fall down. But the world is so big and we're all so small. Sometimes it feels like we can't do anything at all. But the world can be better in spite of its flaws. The world can be better, and you'll be the cause. And even though the waves are bigger than our boats, the wind keeps us sailing. Its love gives us hope. Some days it's dark, but we'll keep rowing because people like you whisper, keep going, keep going, keep going. Once upon a time, there was a pale dude who spoke at this thing, and it ended with a standing ovation.